Hey guys, okay, this is week 7 of Distance Learning for Science. So you are going to watch this video. It's super quick of this little bird. Okay, it's birds dancing. Do you think dancing is a learned behavior or inherited trait? Why do you think that? And what characteristics does the bird have that are inherited? Okay, so we talked about, remember, inherited versus learned last week, and there is a review for you as well in the next slides. You need to make sure to type your answers in here in complete sentences. Okay, inherited traits and learned behaviors. So how are inherited traits different from learned behaviors? Okay, so some vocab: inherited traits, offspring, and learned behaviors. Okay, think about how you would describe yourself. Maybe you would say you have blonde hair or green eyes. Maybe you would say that you like to hike or ride a bike. Now think about if any of those things are also things that describe someone in your family. Maybe there are other people who like to ride a bike, but your hair color, eye color is for sure the same as someone in your family. Physical characteristics, okay, that is passed from a parent to their child or offspring is called an inherited trait. So eye color, hair color, skin color, curly or straight hair, dimples, freckles, your height, earlobes attached or free, which just means depending on the shape of your earlobes. This does not mean if you have brown eyes, your parents have to have brown eyes. Okay, there's more to that in their genes, something we don't talk about right now, or we're not going to get into right now, but you inherit those qualities from your parents, your grandparents, their parents, and so on. Behaviors are a way of acting, and those can be inherited too. Inherited behaviors are called instincts. Animals are born with instincts that help them survive. Okay, there's some examples on this slide. Learned behavior. Learned behavior is something that you had to learn how to do. Okay, so for example, you learned how to tie your shoe or do long division, hopefully, and how to play your favorite video games. Okay, so keep on reading on that. That is learned behavior. Okay, so just a quick review. Physical characteristics. A physical characteristic that is passed down from a parent to offspring is called an inherited trait. A behavior is a way of acting. Inherited behaviors are called instincts. So if you inherit it, they are called instincts. Learned behaviors are not inherited, but you have to learn it from others. Okay, so for this one, there's some instructions right here, but basically you're going to go to these slides, see what these things are. So children speaking 2 languages. Do you just learn how, when you're born, do you know how to speak 2 languages? No, so it's a learned behavior, so you'd bring it right there. Okay, and then same thing for this one, playing soccer. Do you know how to play soccer as soon as you're born? No, so it's a learned behavior. Okay, so for the next one, there are 2 example slides that Mr. Pepin made that you can see what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so you're going to insert images on the left side of the slide that are either inherited trait or learned behaviors depending on the slide, and I'll show you that in a second. And then give a justification as to why these images represent inherited traits or learned behavior. That's going to be inside the justification box. Okay, if you don't want to use yourself as an example, that's fine. Just do an image search and just find different ways to show inherited traits or learned behaviors. Okay, so like Mr. Pepin said, height. Okay, height is definitely inherited. Hair color is inherited. And then he put his justifications, so do the same thing over there with yours. Okay, and then learned behavior, playing a guitar, playing basketball. So you are going to do the same thing, inherited traits. You're going to find 2 pictures, either of yourself or on the internet, and then your justification, and then same thing with learned behavior. 2 pictures and your justification for both of those things. And that's it. Make sure you hit submit when you're done. Miss you guys.